Oi, oi. How we diddling? Everybody, lovely to see you. Sweet. Yeah. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. 2020, the year of our good Lord, Anno Domini. Lovely to see you all. We're going to talk about my day's experience. I've been into 3 shops today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. Yeah. 3 shops, no mask, no muzzle on me. No man or woman's going to muzzle me. Put muzzle on. Leave off. It's quite funny, actually. The guy that I do a lot of work with, he's like, oh. But I'm like, what are you doing with that nasty thing around your face, man? Taking it off and leaving it everywhere, Or high streets, masks blowing around in the breeze. Council couldn't care tuppence. That's how worried the council are. They couldn't care less. You ready for our show today, AJ? I could never, ever be prepared for your greatness, bruv. But I like it off the cuff. I like it au naturel. You know what I'm saying? Always praying for you, mate. Listen. Interesting times. Anyway, we goes out this morning. I've got to pick up some building materials. As you know, I'm a very good craftsman. I'm very good with my hands, ladies and gentlemen. I am. Yeah. So it goes into one shop. Where's your mask? I ain't wearing one of them muzzle things. What are you chatting about? That was the end of that conversation. Yeah? Then we went up to another yard and there's a guy at a counter. He's got his mask on. There's another geezer in there without a mask on. I thought, oh, you're risque, you are. Put the muzzle on. Put your muzzles on, bitches. So anyway, the guy that was stood there on his own, and there's me and this other geezer and that, not wearing a mask. The guy with a mask on went, oh, you're not really strict on locking this thing down with a mask, are you? What am I wearing it for? And I thought, well, yeah, you're fair right there. And he starts getting, I said, mate, if the government said tomorrow you've got to start paedophiling your children in public, would you do it? And the whole place just went quiet. I said, could you do everything else they tell you? That I was rattled in. I went into the chip shop at lunchtime, in my local village. Keep the local businesses going. I says, I'll have one of your finest of them and a bag of chips and whatever my mate wants. And they're both behind their big spit screens. They've got big spit screens in all these shops nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. There's perspex flying everywhere. I'd imagine the sales of perspex are flying off the roof. I imagine you can't get perspex. I love that. Everyone's gone mad for a spit screen. We need to bring back spittoons. That's what we need. Ding, ding. That's what we need to bring back, some spittoons. My mate owns this building merchants, and I went in back of the office with him. I says, mate, what the fuck's going on out here? I said, it looks like a scene from Star Wars. And he goes, don't even go there. I said, mate, I said, this is really fucked up and weird, isn't it? It's going, yeah. So I'm not wearing none of this stuff. In the chip shop, I said, I'll have that. I said, I hope you're still taking cash because I'm walking out otherwise. No, we're still taking cash. Everywhere I go. Taking cash, yeah, righto, we can still crack on. My local petrol, packing up cash. No, we're not. Sweet, because if you are, I ain't shopping here. I'd rather walk on my hands and knees and get bloody knees than take my van anywhere. I'm not going cashless. I'm not. And you shouldn't either. You should be making a stand. But so I want to give a big shout out to my mum and dad for making such a strong soul. I do. Whatever my dad was thinking that night when he looked at my mum across the room and thought, oh, you know what? Tonight, Matthew, I want to be Marty Pellow. I just wonder what was going through his head. What greatness was going to happen after that copulation? And boom, 9 months later, little old Witchy Woo pops out. And I went, hello, world. Let's have the crack. Look, they're getting bigger. Let's have it. Oh, yeah. I'm not as big as AJ yet because he's just a man machine. He's all that lassie he's been drinking all over the years. I was going to, let's play some Sikh music. So bang-a-ding-a-ding. I love all that stuff with the drums. I do. I went and done a job yesterday for a Muslim family that used to own our Indian restaurant in the village quite a few years ago. But apparently one of the chefs weren't paying the rent. And Bob's drunk for you now. There's a notice up in the window. They'd done a midnight run off to Baghdad. Anyway, whatever it was. And I was doing a bit of work for him. And I said to the old boy's got this mask on. So I said, mate, be careful with that on, will you? He said, what are you on about? I said, you keep wearing that all day. You're breathing back. I said, you're going to give yourself hypoxia. I explained it all to him. And he went, oh. I said, let me tell you something now, cuz. If I genuinely believed that there was this real big killer virus, right, that was lurking around every deep freezer department in B-Jams and Tesco's and Sainsbury's and Lids. I won't be going to them places, people. Whenever the man come and delivered the food, I'll be going out in a full hazmat suit because I love my life. I really do. But I ain't seeing no evidence of this. I'm not suggesting people ain't dying. People die all the time. People die every single day of cancer, tuberculosis, everything. You name it, they're dying of it because that's just the nature. That's the nature of the game, people. Don't know if you know, but death is just natural. It's a natural thing. You know, death, we're all scared of death. Fucking die, I'm going to get a virus. Well, you're going to die of something at some point. You've got to give up your little temple at some point. I'm lucky Mama made a good temple, man. Mum, she gave me strength. And Dad, like, I don't know, he must have had an extra on that night. And Mum thought, I'm having a piece of that. Because obviously he's a good-looking fella like myself. So, yeah, a big shout out to my parents for making a strong soul, man. They made a strong, bomb-proof soul. And I just bowls into these shops today. All right, lads, I'll have some of that. Sort it out. And then they'll look at me and go, who the fuck's this? Where's your mask? Fuck off with that. I ain't fucking put a mask. I ain't a muzzle. I'm not a dog. I'm not putting a muzzle on. I'm not getting on the train with a muzzle. I'm not getting on an aeroplane with a muzzle. I'm not getting on my bus with a muzzle. No. Why? Because I'm exempt. Why am I exempt? Because I make the choices in my life. I'm respectful of other people. Yeah, you best believe it. I am. But the point is this. The very point of it is this. Everybody out there in the world who's now looking like zombies, we sat outside and had our chips today, lads. Let me tell you, it's been 30 degrees, right? It really has. And I'm sat there, and this guy and his missus, they've both got these face nappies on that come right up round it. They look like Bin Laden's been hiding in a cave, right? They've both got them on. He's got a black one, she's got a yellow one. I think they're looking colour-coordinated, peeps. They're looking really sexy, yeah? And I'm thinking, how far has he walked to come here? And he's got this thing strapped on his face like a nappy, like a Pampers nappy. Do you know what I mean? What is he doing with his own CO2 levels? And he's looking fearful. All I can see is his two little eyes over top. It's the weirdest, nastiest looking thing in your life, especially when people have got hats on. You can't see them. All them pretty girls out there with these masks. I'm like, girls, please, what are you doing? So anyway, the point is this. When you're wearing a mask, and someone comes along that thinks on their own 2 feet, it's not being disrespectful to you, but just won't be muzzled. I will not be muzzled by Boris Johnson and these fucking idiots that are running out of Parliament. It ain't happening. They all have a meltdown. But why? Did their masks not work? This is the ironic part about it. What happened to irony? We're a country now in the world that lives in fear. Oh, don't go there. You catch SARS. Oh, you catch it. But I've washed in the Ganges. They're all pissing on the side. Let me have it. Come on, let me have it, man. Because look, I don't live in fear. If my path is to catch measles and die, I'll get a boil on my arse and it pops and it kills me through toxemia. So be it. Nothing. I'm just going to enjoy what I've got while I'm here, right? Yeah. Be respectful of other people, yeah. But we're not seeing any signs of this great thing happening, are we? And Facebook and all the other, they're all censoring all this information getting out. We've had a load of nurses, outfits, Harvard, some hospital out there in America, some lovely, beautiful black woman saying, look, we've cured, she's had over 100 people deal with this. She's given hydroxychloroquine or whatever it is that Donald Trump took when his wig slipped, and some other bits and bobs and some zinc. She said, I've never lost anyone yet. Hydroxychloroquine and zinc. That's what she's been giving them. She's been treating this thing with, right? Because most of us are zinc and magnesium deficient. We don't get the minerals and vitamins we used to get in all of our food years ago because of mass production, you see. She ain't lost no one. And what have Facebook done? They've cut it. Oh, yeah, but no, sexual pedalization of children and really old men sleeping with young kids, all that over Facebook. Yeah, no, we've looked into our community standards. We found it wasn't offensive. Are you fucking for real? Facebook, you need to check up from the neck up. And here's the other thing, right? When all this stuff in this country, you've got this leftist, you know, you have to consider where these people come from and what they go through. And I'm like, where are they? Where's the outcry when people are having their throat slit and being murdered and kids are being run over by people in vans? Where's the outcry from these people that are so, and I'm like, what? What's that all about? What's going on? Why is that happening? Why are they not all there at the gravesides going, oh, no, we're very sorry that you died? Where are they? Where's the outcry? Oh, we have to be vigilant. We have to be patient. We have to be, so greater than thou. But you're not. That's the trouble. People are dying and you couldn't give a fuck. That's the problem. Isn't it? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me I'm wrong. Look, my channel is my channel, right? I come in here, people tune in because maybe sometimes they like the vibration that I bring because I'm a very strong soul. I'm a very strong soul and I love life so much. I really do love life. And the reason I love life so much is that I'm not going to be told to put a muzzle on. I'm not a dog. I don't go root, root, when Boris Johnson says, put the muzzle on. I'm not going to do it. Put your gloves on. We're all going to be walking around like Michael Jackson next week. Bless him. Yeah? Unbelievable. Now it's going to be gloves next week. See, it all started years ago with a seatbelt. Put your seatbelt on, bitches. We're going to slap you otherwise. First level of control. Clunk, click every trip. Jimmy Savile. Kiddie Finder. Now then. Saint and sinner. Fucking disgusting pervert. And anyone that's messing with kids, anyone that's getting involved in all this skullduggery, go rot in hell, man. I'm not here for you people. I'm here for decent souls. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the light workers, man. I'm not here for the robotic drones that have got no conscience and turn their consciousness off. I'm not here for them. I'm certainly not. And it's like talking to a brick wall. At what point are they going to start getting this? I'm going to give another massive shout out to Anna Breeze, the ex-BBC journalist, and she's totty and all. Let me tell you. I'm just saying that because my missus knows. I'm true to her. She's got me heart, and but it is what it is. Fairer face and all that, and she's a fox, man. She's just gorgeous. But she's an ex-BBC, and she's like, no, I can't be going down this narrative no more. She said, I met David Cameron years ago, got a really bad vibe off him. He was a narcissistic kind of... Anna Breeze, what Anna Breeze is doing is her platform, which has got 22,000 subscribers. She's getting everyday normal people, right, which we all are. We're all in this together, right? We're all having a battering right now, yeah? She's saying to them, do your podcast, whatever walk of life, talk about yourself. We've had aircraft technicians, we've got cab drivers, we've got retired ladies, we've got people that work with this, work with that, and they're all saying, like, what's going on in the world. And, mate, she's going to rock it because everybody's now tuning into their social medias, Twitters, Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. No one who's paying attention to the mainstream media anymore. Zero. Not many. And that's the thing. The BBC, when it comes on there, is the thing that's driven the fear in this virus. They should be shameful of it's not killing any more people than the flu. There's never a nice way to die. It's a violent revolution. It attacks a lot. There ain't a nice way. Dying's death. It's a nasty business. All right. That's finality. That's when you go home. This isn't your home, people. You're just spirits rattling around in bodies, right? You just enjoy your ride while I'm here. That's what you should be doing. Fear not. Walk in the face of fear and boss it. Boss fear. Boss it. Be the boss of fear. Like today, you ain't got a mask on. Fuck the mask. I'm not wearing a mask. He said, well, you won't get in the shop. I said, just watch what happens when Witcher goes into a shop. Yeah? Watch what happens. I'm chatting with the manager. Yeah? No mask on. No one saying, oh, put your mask on. No one. Because they're like, oh, be careful. Because I won't tolerate it. And I will just listen, the higher the education, the further the indoctrination. All these very highly educated people, so indoctrinated. Bless them. And they're just trying to get pie in life. Don't get me wrong. I'm not having a dig at any... My cat's laying under the tree in the shade. Oh, bless her. The cat's not wearing a mask. I got a cat today now with coronavirus because this pandemic, scamdemic's wearing thin. They now got the dogs and fucking cats involved. Bastards. They have. They've got them involved, ladies and gentlemen. Purely. And the cat can't answer, can it? When it's got the thermometer up its bum. I've not really got COVID. I never died of COVID-19. I never did. It's a fuck up. They've messed up the death certificate. The vet says had COVID-19. Got run over by... What do you mean he got run over by a car? We bought it and it looked a bit flat. So, Dave, your cat's in the thingy. Got run over by a car today. Well, where do you know it's my cat? What's it look like? Go flat in the road. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Poor cat's been run over by a car. Died of COVID. Yeah, no, died of COVID. So then they're swindling the animals in. Nothing gets out of it, does it? And Boris Johnson, bless him, there's a picture of him in the paper today. I think he just got his push bike of his hat on. What a fucking mess that man is. Is that the best we can fucking do? I'm not being funny, right? But I think that Boris is the product of what happens when cousins get together, get jiggy with it. Will Smith. I swear that is. Because you do look at some people in life, don't you? Probably people look at me sometimes like, and you think to yourself, fucking, what's going on with this individual, man? They're just not right. Nothing's working. They can't dance. They can't do this. They're just not. It's like, where do they fit in? You know, there must be cousins are out there. You know, cousins are doing some stuff. It's got to happen, isn't it? Look, I'm just putting it out there. So, guys, look, I'm not gonna wear a face nappy. I don't care who gets offended by it. Fuck them, right? I don't care, because the point is this: if they got a mask on, why are they worried about little old you? Why? They're protected, right? If the mask doesn't protect you, it's protect other people. Bollocks. It's absolute bullshit. It don't work. High streets are littered with these things. Where's the biohazard bins? Filthy, dirty masks laying about high streets and the streets now, spreading disease and pestilence. Fuck me. A higher board of pharmacies banned chloroquine. There you go. Even though it worked for Tom Hanks and a load of other pedos. Tom Hanks has fucked off. Excuse my French. I'm having a little cuss up tonight. He's done one to Greece. Him and his wife now. We're Greek citizens. Look. Listen. Why have you done a run at Hanksy? Ellen show. It's perfectly decent news now. The Ellen show is being axed and they're looking into stripping her of her assets. All right. Now, personally, don't take this the wrong way. Ellen looks like a geezer to me. Just how it is. Adam's apple and all that. I'm a bit Crocodile Dundee. I'd go and grab it by the bollocks and whoop! Do you know what I mean? That's just how I can't help it. I'm just made this way, right? So Ellen, there's verified news that she's under the cosh. Tom Hanks has gone to Greece. Why? Why would Tom Hanks flee to Greece? Because Greece has got a non-extradition thing. Yeah, you wait till old Trump gets on the phone to the boss of Greece. What, Keith? Yeah, Donald here. Oh, fucking hell. Is that the greatest nation in the world? Yeah. China. Nobody knows about China. Yeah, you got Tom Hanks over there, yeah, and his wife, Slut Bucket. Yeah, right. So what's happening? Well, we got a non-instant. Listen, mate, sort it out. I'm sending me carriers round. We're going to fucking sort you out. Guess what? Tom Hanks, they just go in and get him. Greece would just go, yeah, Trump, yeah, help yourself. Come and get the bastard. So Tom Hanks has done a runner to Greece and become a... Why? And don't forget Ricky Gervais, actually. I want to give a big shout out to Ricky Gervais because what he's been doing, he's just put up a post on Twitter today saying, I've been shunned, blah, 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 blah. But, hey, you know, big shout out to Hollywood for all your past interactions with me. And the other thing is stop fucking kids, right? Ricky Gervais is all over this. He seems to be a decent geezer. Now, I've watched Ricky Gervais. He's got his own YouTube channel, right? Because obviously he's sat home picking his nose, bored shitless. He's very down to earth because he says, when I'm doing my work with music and the awards and doing all that and me sitcoms, yeah, all right, I'm getting paid for it. I've got a nice life. He said, but other than that, I don't mix with these people. I'm at home mixing, getting down with my ghetto gangsters that live in my house and my locals in my local area. I don't want nothing to do with their shit. So I actually think he's a pretty cool cucumber. And he's funny as well. Hanks is dead. Well, let's hope so. Oh, Ian Huntley's been murdered. No, Ian Huntley in hospital. Murderer. The two girls. I'm trying to think what them kids were years ago. He's been found dead. Ian Huntley. Apparently suicide overdose. But who knows what he's died of. I don't know. And agreed to have paedophilia down as a disability. But it'd be a disability under my country because I'd chop your fucking knob off. That's just how I see it. I mean, you're looking at a man that would bring back the gallows. I would bring back the gallows tomorrow and rid this cancer. And you bet a lot of people would stand stand up straight and go, oh, things are getting a bit tasty. We're actually being held accountable for our criminality now. There's no law and order. We're a nation that we seem to conjure up years ago this thing called the rule of law. We've done a lot of dodgy things. We sold the American the wrong bridge years ago. They thought they were buying Tower Bridge. They didn't. They bought some old poxy thing, put it up in the desert somewhere because they knew it was a waste of time. So we like a swindle. The Brits like a swindle. We don't care who we swindle. We're fuck anyone. We're whatever country it is, the greatest nation on the earth, America, we sell them a wrong bridge. We make them have it. That's how we roll. Yeah. So yeah, Ian Huntley's dead, and may he rot in hell. May he rot in hell for what he did. And remember, the Bible says, if you take the life of your brothers and sisters, the big man upstairs is going to require yours. So, wherever he is, I'm hoping he's in turmoil right now and having the plagues and the curses right on him. I really do. I've got no time for murderers, rapists, pillagers, dodgy government, ladies and gentlemen. I've got plenty of time for good souls, though. I don't do the dark side because the dark side's puny. It's pathetic. So what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. I'm on my show tonight with my Illuminati expedition man, my senior Freemason. And he'll tell you all about the handshakes tonight. Tell them about the handshakes tonight, young man. There was a picture the other day, someone shaking someone's hand and they got their hand, Lady Gaga or someone, and she's got her hand on the Queen's third knuckle or someone. And, that means first, second, first degree. So your first degree Mason is there, your second degree Mason is there, and your third degree Mason is there. So whenever a Mason shakes your hand, they always put their, I know this because I've studied a bit of Masonry, and I'm not in the Masonry at all. Although there's a lot of psychopaths out there believe I am, and they've made it in their soul. They actually do believe it, and I can't tell them otherwise. And I'm not in the Masonry. I never would be. I'm not interested in none of that stuff. So that's your first degree Mason, that's your second, that's your third degree. And AJ will probably back me up on that. I've done a fair bit of work for Masons that have showed me their skill sets and their briefcases with their hammers and all their bits and bobs that go with it. I just ain't got the fucking time for that. So I really haven't. How you all doing? Healthy mind and body. Hello, sweetheart. If my words offend you guys, you know what offends me more? Dodgy governments, murderers and paedophiles and fucktards. They offend me far worse than any word I could never use. I could be as rude as I like. And none of my words will ever offend me as much as what goes on in the system, right? None of it. York, right, have 33. Yeah, so there you go. He's right. So, yeah. So if anyone ever shakes your hand and they put their thumb on your nuts. So if you want to go and meet an inspector at some cop shop and you want to fuck him off, like, and really freak him out, when you shake his hand like that. I'll show they shake them, and you put your thumb on the top of his third knuckle. He's going to go, fuck me, he's third degree. Better be careful what lodge is he in. Yeah, I'm Toronto, beautiful part of Canada. Originally from Manchester, love it. It's just nuts here. Yeah, the whole world's gone pissing, raving mad. Let me tell you, Canada. Look up my friend Edward J. Bellinger, Minister Edward J. Bellinger. You will love him. He's a good man, and obviously he's in Canada, and he's smashed the granny out system over the years by using the King James Only Bible. So yeah, just having a nice cup of tea with me hydrochloroquine in it, and it's all right. It's not affected me. I'm just doing just fine. But yeah, it's a beautiful hot day today, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so disappointed everyone in my village is just shit scared. And amplify that in a city or wherever, I can't imagine what kind of... It's like a zombie nation. My country is now like a zombie nation. But it's all prophesied in the good book. If you read Revelation or listen to it on a podcast, you'll tune in, you'll go, because we're actually in Revelation, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Revelation right now. All what's pouring out across the earth, the evilness, the wicked thing, blah, 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 blah. The handshake thing is something they do to tap each other's bloody egotistical horns. Amen, they do. Yeah. I mean, I've let go of all my 7 deadly sins. I couldn't give a fuck for any of them. I really couldn't. Envy, greed, vanity. I am what I am. If people like me or they don't, it's up to them. I couldn't give a rat's fuck. But I am here to clean this world up with you beautiful people, and we're here to shine that keeps falling over. We're here to shine the light on this dark system, ladies and gentlemen. So, join us tonight. We'll be on at 9 o'clock. Wake up. There it goes again. wakeupuk.net. I'm on at 9. My friend AJ is going to be popping in. I'm on till 10:15. So I'll see you all over there. If you want to come and join it, you can do. Flying ants in your varnish day. I had. It's amazing how long they swim about in it. Oh yeah, what is it? Ronseal. Does exactly what it says on the tin, doesn't it? Just talking to my daughter about the Freemasons. She's going to learn a lot sooner than I ever imagined. Yeah, good. Listen, I've always been someone that likes to know what goes on in the world. I like to know how it works. I never did actually up until about 12 years ago. Then I really started to pay attention to who are the people that own the system, who are the people pulling the levers. Why am I at war with the people of my own country? What is happening? And I realised it was big corporations that had no morals, morals less than a mongoose. I just thought I can't play in these people's arena no more. I've got to leave, man, because they're fucking sick, twisted individual. And they seem to think, oh, we're doing it. This is for the greater good. It ain't for the greater good, ladies and gentlemen. God don't work like that. No chance. The devil might. The dark side, certainly. All these perpetual wars. We're all told war is peace. No, it's not. War is not peace. Ignorance is freedom. That's what George Orwell said, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. So look, I've been out today, been at the free shops, had 3 lovely experiences. The mask was mentioned a couple of times with a Swift. I ain't wearing one of them fucking things. And then there was a deadly air of silence, and I just grabbed what I wanted to do, wished everyone a lovely day, and cracked on. And I said, I will not wear a muzzle. I'm not a fucking dog. Simple, isn't it? Long live Witcher the preacher. Witcher! And have some of that, son. Have some of that. Look, I like my lungs. I like my life. And like I say, before I disappear, because we're coming up to 30 minutes and I've got to get ready for the show tonight, cook a bit of grub now. If I genuinely was seeing the evidence, the hard evidence of people in my area all crying, sobbing, and the air smelling of stench of death and bodies piling up and open graves being dug and bodies just being thrown in there. The rag and bone man was back out, or the vans were reversing up and they're throwing 10 in at a time. I'd be like, this is a bit tasty. But we're not seeing that. 99.9% or 99.9 or 99.7% of people that catch it survive. And it's targeting the elderly, the obese, and the people that are not generally well in any case. But isn't that what all viruses attack? The flu. 30,000 people a year die of flu. Who's crying about that come January? Who's saying wear a mask because the flu's out there? I can't wait to see him. I'm going to be out there with a lad ailer. Oi, fucker, put your mask on. The flu's back. We're done with COVID now. Forget your COVIDs. We're going back to the flu. Saucy bit of pneumonia from the flu. Saucy bit of pneumonia with the COVID juice. Yeah? But it ain't a pandemic. It's a plandemic. It's a scamdemic. There's a woman wouldn't put a mask on a train station today. 3 cops giving her that lovely paperwork, but that £100 fine or £200 fine. Fuck them. Who are these people? They're Nazis. Someone don't want to wear a fucking face nappy. That's their right not to wear a face nappy. I would never come round your house and force you to do anything. The system loves telling you what to do. Oh, make sure you do this. Oh, all you hear on the radio is, oh, it's a good practice to do this. And now you bring, fuck off. I live my life how I want to live my life. You live your life how you want to live life. Don't be a bitch to the system. All right? Never be a bitch to the system. They're not there for good measures. And if they genuinely cared and were worried, they'd have biohazard bins. These masks would be quickly swept off the streets. The councils would be going mental. But they're not. We've got evidence of masks strewn all over high streets. You know how dirty that is? More people wearing them more than once. You're only supposed to wear these masks once. All the little bits and bobs that you're supposed to be getting rid of out of your body. All matters coming off your chest and out your system. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine? Shit. Unbelievable. Your body is a really clever machine, ladies and gentlemen. You should give it more credit than you currently are. It's a fascinating piece of work. And whoever created it, I'm telling you, Hats off to them. Whoever created this meat vessel that I'm talking to you all from, and you're receiving them airways down. Whoever created it, bravo! It's a class bit of action, and it's more robust than you actually think. Everywhere you go now, oh, children, wipe your hands. Oh, Tarquin, look at me. I'm paying for my mocha chocolate with my credit card. You wait till they switch them fuckers off in a few years' time. Yeah, no more mocha chocolate. Oh, we're so progressive, man. Yes, we like to swipe. You'll be swiping, all right. You'll be swiping at each other to try and get a bit of grub, because these bankers are fucking devils. I swear to God. The heart of the banking system, I think that's where Lucifer fucking sits. I really do. I think that's where you're going to find Al Pacino in an underground base laughing. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. The banks are fuckers. They're retards. And they enjoy this shit. They enjoy treating you as slaves. The banking system's not fair. It's not backed by anything apart from us. We're the slaves to it. And the slaves now have turned into zombies. They've turned into zombies. They're not slaves anymore. Put your mask on. I'll put my mask on. Put your gloves on. I'll put my gloves on. Go and run under a bus. I'll go and run under a bus. Yeah, because Boris said so. Boris said I've got to run under a bus tomorrow morning. Yeah, that sounds good to me, love. If it's come from Boris, it's come from the top. You better listen to what the geezer says. What bumfluffery is this? Bumfluffery. It's my new word, by the way. I'm loving it. The discarded master causes a plague amongst wildlife. Baby seagulls just come off the rooftops and mistaken mask for fish. Oh, Jesus. And they're scoffing at them. God, Jesus Christ, heaven help us. Save us from these retards. Save us from these retards. Save us from these leftists. Oh, darling, we're so worthy than thou. You must do what we tell you. We're doing this for your own interest, you know. Don't you know? Well, you've got to consider where these people come from, you know, darling. Yes. Jesus loved this, you know, freedom and liberty. Oh, yeah, he did. Where are these people when someone's having their throat slit? Where are the people when people are being killed and blown up by bombs? Where are they? Don't hear from them, do you? You don't hear from these, oh, so worthy than thou, these counsellors and these people that know everything that you all go rush into. Yeah? Where are they when all this shit happens? Nowhere to be seen. Quiet as dormouses. Yeah. No. We're going to look the other way. Oh, we're going to Tarquin, look the other way. Look at the peasants. Look. They don't give a fuck. They couldn't care less. Let's call it the Witcher show. The banks will crash by September. Have you seen the new Chris on Boris's podium? The unicorns broke free from the chains. I have, Auntie Mandy. Yes. That's all encouraging. You can't beat a bit of heraldry. You can't beat a bit of that with a lion and a unicorn, because the unicorn's a mythological creature, you know. It's not real, it's fictional. But the lion, as we know, is quite a proud, you know, big testicles. Do you know the female lion, when she gets a bit fruity and wants some cubs, she goes and bites that thing by his testicles and she takes him from behind. Christ. Can you imagine? You're just minding your own bits and bobs, looking out over the old safari. Yeah, fucking, I'm the king here. Bosh. Yeah, look at me. Look, even the elephant, he's scared, he's running. Look at him. Look, I'm the daddy-o. And all of a sudden, your missus comes up from behind you and bites your testicles. And you leap in the air. What the fuck? And you can't have a go at your missus, can you? Can't have a go at your missus for biting your balls. No, you can't. You're not allowed to. The king of the jungle just got took down by his other half. It is fun, isn't it? What a world we live in. Don't get me started on counsellors, says Help Me Mind and Body. I tried to stop the mask mandate. It was all done till before they met. They just caught a Labour councillor, been paedophiling, got about 40,000 images. He looks like a proper wrong at all. Will Smith's second cousin related to the Queen. He looks a right fucktard, excuse my French. And guess what? The courts have been very late. Oh, no, just go on, crack on. Go back. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That man's carrying on as normal. Got caught with 40,000 children's issue. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's all right. He's all right. He didn't mean to download them 40,000 children images of sexual violations. No, he's all right. We're just gonna go lenient on him. Ain't paid your car tax. Oh, you could end up in the clinker for that. Fucking hell. Who's running this fucking nightmare? Who's running this nightmare? Who's running this dystopia? Call me old fashioned. I mean, I'm all let live for freedom and, say la vie, let live, and I am. But I think we've gone past this now, haven't we? We've really gone past it. So anyway, it is what it is. And what can you do? You can't, can you? So look, I've had a little rant tonight. If my words offend you, I'm bollocks anyway. I'm not going to apologise, because what offends me far worse, children being violated, people being violated, people being murdered, killed and raped, and the system don't give a flying fuck. They turn a blind eye, and they're actively encouraging the depravity. Well, that offends me far worse than any words that come out of my mouth. And if you get offended by my words, go look at the definition of snowflake in the dictionary. It might mean something. It might bring some deep, meaningful truths to you. Now, I'm not left or right of politics. I hate politics with a passion. I live by God's law. And for me, it's good enough for him. So I will continue in that energy and that vibration, and I will go forward. And funnily enough, the little Muslim guy that I did some work for yesterday, see my Turkish mate give me this a few years ago. He wanted me to have it. It's Turkish silver. And I told him where I got it from, and he knows my mate who works at the kebab shop. They're like family to me. I haven't seen them for a while because I haven't been and had a kebab, but I love them so sweetly. They're such nice people. And he said to me, he said, I just live by God's law. He said, my Allah, my whatever it is. And we started having a chat, and I said to him, there's only one true God though, isn't there? And he said, yeah. I said, who do you think it is? He said, well, he's the Almighty, this, that. I said, do you not think it's you? I said, was you not created in the image and likeness? And he looked at me, he went, whoa. I said, there you go. It's a revelation, wasn't it? And me and him got on like wildfire. We had a right old time. Snowflake meaning them, what does it say, Jesus Jones? Snowflake means someone that's easily offended by little loose words that come out of my lips, but they're more than happy to turn a blind eye to paedophile stuff, murders, rape, pillaging, and general fuckery and bumfluffery by the system. They're happy with that. They don't care. They're happy to go along with their head down, grazing with their nose bags on, not ever daring to look up for 1 second. They won't look up for 1 second. They won't. They're happily plugged into the matrix. Well, me, I pulled that tube out years ago, and I tell you what, it's been an exciting ride ever since. There's no going back once you've had that red pill of truth. And here's the thing, I'm not looking so crazy no more. I'm just sat over here doing my nails now with my file, Yeah, I'm sat here. People go, oh, have you seen Anna Breeze's channel? I go, yeah. Yeah. They're calling her a conspiracy theorist. She goes to them, don't call me a conspiracy theorist. Come and debate with me. Oh, no, they can't come and debate. No, you're a conspiracy theorist. It shuts down debate. And this is why we end up in all this trouble. Oh, he's black. Is it? It shuts the debate down. You don't talk like normal people anymore. You get triggered by all these stereotypical things that the system doles out. Oh, he's a racist. He's a bigot. He's a xenophobe. He don't like gays. He don't like Jews. Shuts down debate. You don't get on with each other. You're never going to find unity when you get triggered by what the system doles out. Once you all start accepting each other for each other and start coming back to loving each other, maybe things will change. I pray for that day. I absolutely pray for that day when we just all accept everybody for who they are. Don't judge. Judge lest you be judged, people. Let me tell you. So I'm going to see you all tonight, hopefully. WakeUpUK.net. I don't know if we're using Restream tonight, AJ. I'm not too sure. It might be back to the old Zoom-a-loom. Listen, I'll see you all at 9. Any of you that want to tune in, he's red hot. I'm sweating my bits off. But yeah, if my words offend you, look, I'm only taking the mickey. Do yourself a favour. Talk to your friends and families. Say to them, just go and look into this stuff. Why are you so scared of looking in and finding it out for yourself? They just don't want to be pulled out of their matrix, do they? They don't want to be unplugged. They really don't. But that's their gig. That's their life. God bless them. That's up to them. But I do think that we're now at a point in this world. And I always wondered what a catalyst would be to trigger humanity, to mankind, to actually make mankind pay attention and to start questioning everything that goes on. And I think this pandemic, scamdemic is the thing. 2020, year of double vision, clarity, 2020 vision, boom. It's the year where everything comes out. So I know that everyone that's wearing these masks don't want to wear a mask. And there's more of them every day. There must be something to this. And they're all, so where's all the dead? Where's everyone dying? Why are the hospitals empty? Why are the nurses having days off? Why have we got loads of doctors and nurses and that now coming out and sharing their testimonies of what's going on in the hospitals, how the death count's been all fucked up and how they're writing up all these dodgy death certificates? That's genocide right there. I don't use these words loosely. I mean, I'm someone that's very aware of the Nuremberg codes and what Nuremberg was all about. And I know a fucking genocide when I see a genocide. Your nursing homes, there's loads of people died in them. I wonder why. I wonder what's been happening in there. I wonder why all the nursing homes, everyone's dying all of a sudden in these nursing homes. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Scary, man. I checked out that channel with Anna. Bit low vibration for me. People sharing horrible stories. It was like when someone... The point is this, right? If you want to share your testimonies, do your videos, share them with me. I'll get the word out there. Now, my YouTube channel is growing slowly, and slow is fine. I would rather that and rather draw people with the same vibration as myself, right? I really would. And I know it's going to continue to grow. My social media platform's really been on Facebook, where over the years we've had like so many thousands and thousands of people join, and I've had profiles taken down, and anyway, it is what it is. So, you know, my YouTube channel is slow to grow. I have no problem with that. We've got another 600 and odd subscribers in the last 3.5 months, which is brilliant. And I'm sure it's going to get to a point where it might start getting out there a bit bigger. But I don't mind. You know, this is me. It's my little pub corner. This is my saloon bar. I'll come in and chat to you. That's how I see it. And this is a communication thing where we can all come together and we can start listening and talking to one another and getting our communities back on track. Because when we're all divided and we've only got the lamestream media, that's why they've shut all the pubs. That's why they've said, oh, no smoking in pubs, no this, no that, and the price of beer is so expensive. But you can go and buy a beer from the supermarket at half the price, is because they don't want you all out congregating together. They don't want you all going out on a Friday night, meeting all the people in your areas, chatting about this and that, because then you start ironing things out. You start ironing issues out when you know most of the people in your village or your town. You start ironing things out. You start to know the truth. You start to know what's going on. When they've got you all sat at home watching the BBC, watching EastEnders, seeing Phil Mitchell get shot, drinking cheap beer and eating pizza, they're winning. But they don't like what goes on social media. They don't like the way that social media has gripped the world. They hate it. They never thought it would happen. They thought the internet was for them to control us. It's had the complete reverse effect. So I'll see you all later tonight. WakeUpUK.net, 9 o'clock to 10:15. AJ's coming in. He's a senior Freemason. He might be telling me some more bits and bobs about the masonry tonight and what he's been up to lately. I don't know if you're still at your mum and dad's, AJ, but if you are, God bless. Give him a hug for me. Sending you my love, mate. And what a weekend you've had, yeah. Hey, AJ's been doing you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going. I've got to go. I'll see you all later, peeps. Love you. Strong Angel, Stevie. Love you to pieces, my friend. Jesus Jones. God bless you, Auntie Mandy. I've got your number, Steve. I did get your email. I will ring you at some point, but I've been busy working and doing stuff. It's been busy. I've got to go and walk my veg. I'll see you soon. Take care.